Hey guys, Emily from Foodbox HQ here, and today we're talking about Magic Kitchen. Magic Kitchen is a no-contract pre-made meal delivery service that ships frozen meals right to your door. So let's see what's in our box. Alrighty, so we've got a styrofoam container here. We've got some important info here. So everything is going to be packed with dry ice. So as I always say, please be careful. You always want to make sure that you don't burn yourself on the dry ice. Your reheating instructions should be on each of the different meals that are shared, and then any sort of info about reviews or comments. Let's take a look at the box itself. There's some more info in here. We can take a look at that later. And some bubble wrap. So it looks like we have some buttered carrots. We have a pesto cheese flatbread. We have beef stroganoff with noodles. Some spinach mushroom lasagna. Looks like we've got some bread here, some herb focaccia. Some more flatbread. That looks like a vegetable gourmet artisan flatbread. We've got so much food in here. We have California beef stew. Rice with mixed vegetables. Looks like some cookies here, some Hamantaschen. We have some you-bake apple raisin strudel. We've got some rosemary potatoes and some fresh corn medley. So let's get organized and talk a little bit more about how this works. So as you probably noticed, there are a ton of different types of things that you can order from Magic Kitchen. This booklet that was in the box is actually their catalog. And as you can see, they really have a ton of variety. So they have things like soups and breads, they've got sides, they've got mains. You can order specifically just chicken or beef, all the way to full meals, pasta, even desserts. There's really a lot of different choices, and the cool thing is that you don't actually have to have a subscription in order to order. So you can just order a la carte, pick the different things and mix and match however you'd like, or you can look at their subscription options. They also have a lot of medically focused diets, so they have things like diabetic friendly, they also have, renal healthy diets, as well as low carb, low cholesterol, and traditionally balanced meals. And while their meals are for all ages, they do have a very special focus on meals for seniors. And so the focus on this is to make sure that all the meals are nutritionally balanced and very easy to cook, so that you don't have to worry about anything and don't have to worry about the hassle of cooking. So we've gone ahead and defrosted a couple of these so that we can do a taste test for you. So we're gonna check out these three things. We've got the buttered carrots. We also have the pesto cheese flatbread. And last but certainly not least, we have the beef stroganoff with noodles. So let's get cooking. All right, now it's time for a taste test. Let's start with the carrots. We made them in the microwave. Just a quick heat up. It's pretty good. Carrots aren't overly soggy. There's still a little bit of crunch to them, but they do taste nice and tender and sweet. That's delicious. Now for the beef stroganoff with noodles. So mix this in. A little interesting to heat up pasta in the oven, so I'm curious to see how that tastes. Smells good though. Pasta's tender, not dry. Sauce is a little bit heavy, but still has a lot of flavor to it. There's a lot of good pieces of meat in here. Let's try that beef. It's really nice and tender. And despite it being baked, it's still very, very juicy. Now, we're gonna try the flatbread. Check out all that pesto and the cheese. Cheese didn't quite melt as much as I thought it might, but we'll see how it tastes. That's pretty good. I'm very happy with that. That pesto is delicious. It's carbs, cheese, and salt. I'm gonna go finish my dinner, but I'll see you in a little bit for some final thoughts. All right, so just a quick wrap up on Magic Kitchen. I am really impressed by the amount of variety that they have. You know, they've got breakfasts, lunches, dinners, desserts, sides, mains, proteins, you name it. They have something to choose from. I think it's really cool that you can either do meals or you can do a la carte. So if you wanted to do sides and a couple of different proteins, you could do that. If you're gonna do that, definitely make sure to read the instructions before you start because things cook at different temperatures. So just plan ahead. Like our flatbread and our stroganoff were slightly different temperatures. I fudged it a little bit on our end, but just make sure you're reading that ahead of time. They have a ton of different diets, lots of options. I like that there are kind of more niche options, things like the renal diet and other medically focused diets that you might not find elsewhere. I will say overall, their meals definitely lean towards sort of traditional American meals. You're not gonna see a lot of, globally inspired cuisine or anything that has like really intriguing out there ingredients. I do wanna say, I don't love the amount of plastic and styrofoam that we saw here, particularly the plastic. I was a little bit disappointed to see that there were multiple wrappings of plastic around each of the food items. It felt a little bit unnecessary to me and just something that I'd like to see improved. However, ultimately, this really does make things a lot easier, and on its own, it's something that can kind of fit anybody's needs. So whether you're looking for meals so that you don't have to cook at all, or if you're just looking for a couple of things to supplement, or even you're just looking for some backup meals to keep in your freezer when you don't feel like cooking, they're gonna have something for you. So if you're looking for a pre-made meal delivery service with a ton of variety, click the link below and check out Magic Kitchen.